Hey everyone, welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 7. And this is your broadcaster Farron, and today's matchup is going to be a 1 vs 1 on the map Hollin. Now as you can see, I am a little bit zoomed in. I have not gotten around to making the zoom file for the zoom fix where it can be out at 600 and have a much wider scope for the casting. So it's going to be back to the olden days where I'm zoomed in, but I hope y'all don't mind. But anyway, going into this game, in the northwest, it is going to be spawning as the black Isengard is going to be MayShadowFax. Going actually for an Uruk pit start there. And his opponent to the north-southeast is going to be the pink Elves of DJPremier, going for himself a barrack start. So both players going for an identical start, I do believe, at this moment. Now as you can see, this map does have two inns in the corners with the cave trolls protecting them, as well as two wargs. The differences between this map and the most common will be one that you would see most people play on, as well as the only one I believe that has been casted on in my channel, is the signifiers here. Other than that, there's really not much of a difference between this and Fords of Isen. Fords of Isen is basically the same matchup, as you do have this bottom route, this bottom lane, the top lane, and both of them cornering up at right here on the east and west sides of the map. Kind of cut up over here. The only difference is it's very open in the middle over here, so you don't really have a clump in the middle. It's much harder for you to basically hit choke point there. You can easily go around your opponent here in the middle. But also these signifiers are a big play, as they do give you vision of the lanes beneath them or above them, as it is a tiered map. One thing I do not like about it is the fact that the top map, the top portion, is all two levels higher than the bottom portion. It's not raised up over here, it's sunken once again. But anyway, back to the cast. You do have some Lorien warriors coming off of the barracks there for DJPremier. Actually, you could potentially see and go for a Lancer start. Some pikemen, however, coming out from the Uruk pit of MayShadowFax. So he potentially could anticipate maybe he's going to creep this cave over here. So potentially could be getting some black orcs off of the end. The Lorien warrior is going to be looking to do some harass, but the Urukai coming out for MayShadowFax going to be very early on, going to be fast and effective there. DJPremier putting up a Malin tree in a very weird position over here. I think maybe trying to blend it in with terrain of the land there. Maybe just trying to get a forward one where his opponent will not likely go and knock it down quickly. Going to be getting some more Lorien archers on the field. And actually he's going to be going for that fast Lancer start. So he's going to be getting some Lancers on the field. Some more Lorien warriors on the field, as well as some Lorien archers. So it's like MayShadowFax and DJ have been kind of just staring down over here, not really facing each other that much. These pucks are going to finish creeping off that cave troll, only losing about a third of the battalion there. However, those losses might have been a little bit unnecessary, as they did not lure the creep. But then we're going to take that in and potentially get some black orcs into the army composition for MayShadowFax. As you can see, there's a war chant being used over here by MayShadowFax on the troops, as the crossbows and the Urukai are buffed. However, there's a rally call being used on these Lorien archers and these Lorien warriors. So both players choosing their 5 power points is going to be the 50% damage and armor buff, power point buff. You do have the Lorien warriors going to be able to knock down this furnace, I think, right over here, but these Urukai going to be in aggressive stance, going to take them out quite effectively. I don't think these Lorien warriors are going to be able to take out another one. Might be able to get up to and do some damage, but not really going to do enough preliminary damage to knock it down. However, these Lorien archers and Lorien warriors are going to try and engage, but these Urukai are just so powerful in that shoot line formation, or shoot wall formation, as well as hold ground stance. These ones not actually buffed, and so they're not really going to be able to make the full effect of that formation bonus. But the crossbows in the back able to melt down the Lorien warriors and the Lorien archers on the retreat, as their war rally call does wear off. However, this war chant buff is about to wear off, and it does wear off right there. These Lorien archers are going to be creeping the war glare up by the southern signifier. Going to try and get that signifier, but I have to go engage, as they do realize that they're being pressured on. DJPremier putting up these mountains in very weird positions, trying to put them, I guess, on the cliff faces here, maybe to defend them, or maybe just to protect them, or to keep them hidden. I'm not sure. The Riven Lancers, however, are going to be in the field for DJPremier, going to be trampling all these crossbows around. And this war glare is going to be empty, but there's not going to be anything going to move in on that creep. You do, however, have some pikes and some black orc now coming after the inn for a DJPremier 2nd battalion, or MayShadowFax 2nd battalion coming out, and he's going to be looking to go do some harass, potentially if they get a buff on them. I'm not sure how much longer until he gets that rally war chant. He's going to be halfway off cooldown, so still a little bit of a time. Not going to be able to make advantage of that and get in and knock down one of the buildings. But he's going to actually, I think, take out half of the battalion of Lorien warriors. And here are the Lancers now to try and go around and get the There's the burp. Trying to get around and get the flank on those black orcs there. You do, however, have the Lorien archers of DJ going to be, I'm not sure what they were doing up in the north there, potentially trying to creep the warg layer, or maybe the cave troll, not really actually doing anything, but they're on their way home as they do have to deal with the Urkai and the pikes heading back in their base. The Limited Lancer is going to try and do some damage, but with those pikes are just not able to do enough. Those black orcs are going to be able to easily work down those Lorien warriors. The black orc and the Urk pikemen of MayShadowFax are going to be moving in on this southern signifier, and the creep over there can try and take that as DJPremier was unable to take advantage of the creep there. You have the Lorien archers going to be in point blank range, actually engaging with these pikes. I think you're going to be able to save this Malon and MayShadowFax not really able to make a good advantage or good work out of all these troops that he had in his opponent base, not really able to take out any of the farms or excuse me, the resource structures. These pikes going to be creeping the wargler by the signifier in the north and the signifier in the south as well. So I think both signifiers might just go to MayShadowFax here and give him that nice cooldown bonus as well when he does use his powers, as well as the vision that he needs over these lanes. The Black Orcs now moving back into the base, but here come the Rivenal Lancers. 2 battalions now for DJ, going to be going in to try and do some harassment. So he could get a rear trample on these orcs, a flanking trample, and take them out entirely. However, these Black Orcs and these pikes, not sure what they're doing. They're kind of heading to the north. There is a level 2 battalion of Lorien warriors up in the north, going to try and do some harassing damage there. But these the Urkai going to take them single fire, and the pikes going to finish off the wargler. So both signal fires, or actually the southern signal fire is definitely going to be taken by DJ here, as he does have his Lorien archers coming in to steal it from his opponent. MayShadowFax going to lose his second signal fire there. But now a large force here, 3 pikes and 2 black orcs, or 3 pikes, a black orc and an Urkai going to come in and into the base of DJ over here. DJ, Lorien Archer Warrior Battalion is on the run from these pikes and these Urkai, as MayShadowFax is going for that Urkai, or that swords, pikes combo, as he does need to protect his troops from the roaming Rivenal Lancers around the field. Doesn't he not want them trampled and wasted? However, the inn in the south going to be taken by DJ here. He's going to be getting those Rohan peasants off of there. Here comes the big engagement though. Lorien Archer is going to try and take out these troops so far. The Riven Lancers is going to try and trample, but the pikes not going to be able to protect them some of the time. But there go the Riven Lancers into the pikes there. I think the battalion is going to go down there for DJ Mad even, or maybe just barely make it the battalion alive. But here comes the massive force from MayShadowFax, going to be pushing in. These missile punchers are going to try and hold off the troops, with the archers melt them from afar. Relic Call being used on the troops. He's going to try and melt as many troops as possible. There's just 2 minutes still there, and now with a war chant, these troops I think are going to be very dangerous for the base of DJ. DJ, however, trying to do some damage to his zone with the Rivenal Lancers in the base of MayShadowFax, going to be harassing the farm zone. Another battalion is going to be the Rohan peasants off of the inn there, going to be taking down another. They're taking down another farm there, but I don't know if there's going to be a comparable damage, as there is troops there from MayShadowFax now to nullify this, and these troops from DJ, or excuse me, MayShadowFax are doing a lot of damage, taking out 1 Mallow tree. I don't think they're actually going to be able to get one of the production buildings down, unless they do manage to get around the backside there. But I really think they want to knock down this the green pasture there, force his opponent to really remove the cavalry from the field. Or at least spend a lot of money there. This level 2 furnace is going to be going down, I think, however, as MayShadowFax is not able to get his troops in there in time. But the Lancer is going to try and reposition, get more hits in there before they do have to run. As the pikes are there, going to get down a level 2 furnace. They're going to get out of there one more time, going up to level 2 off of that there. So it's going to start regenerating units on its own. And now these Rohan peasants going to try and be working down this level 2 furnace in the front there, but the Urk pikeman and the debuff there from the Creebane for MayShadowFax, as you can see, he has just enough power, is going to be enough to nullify them. You have these Rivenal Lancers going to actually try and trample these level 2 battalions. Actually, 3 battalions here is a good unit retention for MayShadowFax, but the archers there for DJPremier are going to be able to snipe them off as they're trying to retreat. Those Lancers going to come in and just trample them down. Actually, level 3 for, I was seeing it from the archer. Level 3 archer battalion there, Lorien Archer. You have some good expansion to the north here for DJ, but there is a creep from MayShadowFax coming around. This wargler in the north here not being creeped at all. However, the southern one didn't get creeped. I'm not sure who did take it. Or actually, as I say, speaking it was just creeped potentially. As the treasure there is going untouched, actually, as DJ finally goes in and takes it. Actually going to be alert on the field now for MayShadowFax. Does need to get that hero leveled up, as this is a very powerful hero once again, as you can see, with all these wide range of powers between the bow and the sword. Let's have the cripple shot with the bow, the leadership, the pillage, and the carnage ability. He is just a well-rounded hero. I do keep highlighting that a lot, but he is really just one of my favorite heroes in the game. Now 3 battalions of Ribbon Lancers for DJ on the field, roaming in, trying to find this level 2 farm over here. I think they're going to get it down actually, as there's no way that DJ or MayShadowFax can really stop it. And they just have some pikes roaming over there, but it's not going to be enough. However, these pikes here and the Black Orcs are going to try and take out this Lorien Archer battalion level 3 and the Lorien Warriors. I think they might actually be able to do it as the Lorien Archers do stop retreating, and they are going to start taking damage. Another level 3 battalion and level 2 battalion is going to be taking some little bit of damage from these pikes. I think they might be able to get the pikes down in time though before it really matters. But there is lurks on the backside, melting them or picking them off actually. Gaining experience, he's up at level 2, does have that carnage ability if he wants to use it, but is not choosing to do so at this point. Really would like to see a hero, and as soon as I say that there is a hero on the field for DJ here, does have Howdy here on the field. These Lorien or Ribbon Lancers, 2 battalions now level 2. I don't know if the 3rd battalion did manage to survive, as I don't see it anywhere on the field. So I think he might have lost 1 battalion, but those other 2 of the battalions are going to be level 2. Needs to get them out of there though before the pikes can finish them off. Actually going to take out another furnace there, so good pickup for DJ there. DJ now, or MayShadowFax, now sitting on 2 furnace or Urk bits. One of them going to be up level 2, so once this Berserkers, or could potentially be going straight for the Urk Deathbringers there. It's going to be a builder kill actually for DJPremier. That's going to be another huge blow, as DJ is getting a lot of good points scored for him as far as little pickups do go. I think one of the level 2 battalions did manage to go down there. Don't know, I might be mistaken, but actually no, it did go down. That's 1 level 2 battalion down. Only 1 remaining Ribbon Lancer battalion on the field for DJ here. Actually, Lurk's taking a lot of damage here from these Mythlons, trying to work them down with the Carnage mode was active, but it did wear off. He's going to maybe go up to level 4 when he does get, or maybe we'll get a little bit closer. So he's about a quarter of the way from level 4. But the Lorien Archers from DJ, I think there's 4 battalions there. 2 of them are level 3, and they're going to easily take care of these opponent's units. However, MayShadowFax is sitting with that Southern Signal Fire and the Southern Inn. I think his Northern Inn, however, has not gone creeped at all, with the Northern Signal Fire is under the control of DJPremier. You do have a level up now going on the barracks there. It's going to be going to level 2. He wants those Merkwoods on the field. Those Merkwoods are going to be a higher tier unit. He needs to get those on the field. Those are very important to not sit there with your lower tier units and let your opponent get the advantage over you. You need to be taking up as soon as possible. Actually, the Pike's going to come into the healing area of these cavalry here. Apparently, I was not aware of it, but there's 3 battalions now on the field still. But these level 2 ones, apparently one of them did manage to get out. But the Pike's there trying to take them out. I think all 3 battalions are going to be safe, but they're not going to be able to heal up at the well for a little bit, as they need to be worried about these pikes that are running around. Haldir is still not level 2, halfway to level 2, but you do have Lurks picking up units, a little bit closer to level 4. Level 4, he'll be very powerful indeed, because he can either take out his enemy hero or just force an engagement when the opponent does not want to have to do so. Some pikes up in the north for DJ or MayShadowFax over there. Could potentially go in, have 1 battalion harass with the other battalion, creeps this troll over here, potentially just send both of them to the creep. But now all the archers, the whole archer corps of DJ here, are going to be advancing up this hill and find these pikes. And actually, I think the pikes aren't going to stand a chance here. Even if they do get up close, they're not going to be able to do any damage. This Mythlon Century Battalion, you're trying to get out the level 2 furnace here. Actually, it's almost level 3 here, which is in such low health. Is going to be a big blow if he does lose that. Weapon summon on the Archline, however, is going to be a huge buff there, as well as the Rally Call, where he's going to be a huge bonus there. And so I think the entire Archer Corps of DJPremier might go down, and 1 level 3 battalion might get out. But other than that, I don't think they're going to be able to escape there. And that Wildland Summon is now going to move in and start taking out these Malentries from afar. You do have these Lorien Warriors and Lorien Mythlon Sentries going to try and do some harassing damage, pull MayShadowFax's attention away. However, this Southern Inn has been taken once again by DJ. He's going to get more peasants on the field. Might want to invest in this Rohirrim shield, as they will be able to take a lot more damage than they would normally would have, as they are a spammy unit. And move on the field actually for DJPremier, so he's getting an net on the field. Haldir is still not level 2. He's not been leveling up at all. However, these Wildman Summon is going to be in a bit of trouble without the pikes in front there, and the Ribbon Lancers are just going to easily make quick work of them, trample through them all. But the pikes are going to now be coming in, protect them, and the actors are going to back, going to be melting those Wildman, excuse me, the Mythlon Sentries. Lurks is now level 4 for MayShadowFax, so he's going to be moving in with those pikes and those Black Orcs, taking out some farms from afar. Another burp, as you can tell. Actually going to be Gollum in the back of the base over here. I thought he was a hero for MayShadowFax, but actually since he is a neutral hero, he will be appearing as black on the field. He's in the back of MayShadowFax base here. Could potentially see him come into play. I did not realize this is a ring game. You do have, however, the forces of MayShadowFax in the area of the inn, and I think DJPremier might just lose that inn there. Haldir now level 2, finally did get a level off of that, and needs to get his cavalry back to this well to heal up, keep them out of the action until they can get fully replenished. So Everson, there are going to be some Merkwoods on the field for DJ here does have some rally call, but they're in the front line taking a lot of damage. These are expensive units, so you need to get them back before they take enough damage. Actually going to be level 2 now, but they really need to get them out of there and get them healed up once again. So these are 800 a piece. They are not cheap units at all. He doesn't need to be wasting these units on the front line. Lorian War is going to try and move in and take at least crossbows, but the other battalion of crossbows is going to be start engaging. And with 3 battalions of crossbows, these Lorian Wars are not going to stand a chance. Another furnace is going to be going back up for MayShadowFax. MayShadowFax looking to sit on a nice amount of furnaces. Does have some expansion to the north, some expansion into the middle over here. It's another advantage of the Hollin map over Forza Horizon, as the middle area does have a lot more room for expansion. Whereas in Forza Horizon, there's a lot in front of your base there, but there's really not any area between the southern lane and you. Now a large force coming in from DJPremier with the Merkwood. Now with 2 battalions in the field. One of them is going to be, I think it's going to be only level 2. Or actually, no, it's only level 1, but there's Halder getting another level, and there's the Ant to back it up. He wants to go and take out some production. Might even get this level 3 furnace down, which would be a big blow. That is the part of the eco of DJPremier, or MayShadowFax, excuse me. I keep getting these characters backwards. It looks like MayShadowFax is going to try and go into some creep. There's going to be the influence to counter. The Ant summon going on to reinforce this Ant in the backside there. 3 Ants now going to take out, I think, this level 3 furnace. Eventually the production here of MayShadowFax is going to be a big blow. Going to be a leadership now from a level 5 Halder. Going to be cripple shot shooting down onto Halder. Halder is pinned, but he's protected by all these units. I don't think these units are going to be able to come in. But Lurch now in Carnage mode with that sword. We're going to try and work down Halder from afar. Actually, he's going to get him down, and that's going to be Lurch going down. I thought I heard Golem scream. I was mistaken there. Excuse me, Halder going down. Lurch now working down these Lawrence from afar, and I think all the Merkwood as well as the Ants are going to go down. Going to be 1 production structure, I think, remaining for MayShadowFax is going to be enough, as he does have the troops to back it up, and he could potentially push in through with this loss of his opponent there. The creep and debuff not going in to try and deal with these troops. Needs to get it out of here. Those Merkwood will start already targeting it down. He needs that available for this engagement upcoming. He's not pushing in straight for the base. He's going for the just straight press towards his opponent's base, or the rushing his opponent's base. But the Ribbon Lancers now the two level 2 battalions going to be moving around, trying to take out some furnaces. Does need to be careful though, as he might have to deal with some pikes. He's going to split them up. Actually, one's going to go and take the inn, and the other one's going to go up to the top of the hill here. You have Lurtz now up to level 6 off of that. At level 8, he will get that pillage ability, which will be very powerful, as it will continue to boost the very strong Isengard eco, which, as Morgrimir would say, it is too strong. You do have the single fire now being taken in the north here for MayShadowFax. MayShadowFax not controlling both single fires is going to be a huge boost to his power regen as soon as he does cast his powers. The bonus for regeneration of their the bonus for lowering of the cooldown time for the towers only affects the powers when they are casted. So if you do lose the single fire after you cast the power, you still will get the bonus. But with 2 single fires, he has the division of both lanes as well as the bonus. That's going to be a big for him. Going to be Wildman on the backside. Going to try out these Merkwood. Going to be a big pickup if he can. Going to be a rally call on these Merkwood, however, protected by the Malon tree, or just in the shade of the Malon tree there. Trying to work down these units, as well as the War Chant not going down, but there's Lurtzen here with that leadership buff, as you can see there. Picking up more units there. More troops being taken out for DJPremier. He's going to be pushed back a little bit. Looks like it's level 2, Living Lancer Battalion is going to be heading back home, as it is not really able to do any damage with these pikes moving around, protecting them. Actually, MayShadowFax throwing in on another furnace in the back here. Doesn't need to keep his command point cap going up. As far as power points do go, you do have DJPremier sitting on 6 power points with the 5, 10, and the 15 there. So we just have a total of 36 power points, or 37 power points now. Whereas you do have MayShadowFax sitting on 2.5 and 2.10, so he's sitting on 42. So he has a huge power point advantage over his opponent there. If I can do my math right, that is going to be 15 plus 15 plus 7. That's going to be 30 plus 7. Where his opponent does have 10, 20, 30, 43. So he has a huge advantage of like 6 or 7 power points there. MayShadowFax sitting in a very nice advantage there. It is only for his 15 power point, as he has 2 5s and 2 10s. Actually has his Prebane as well as his War Chant back up the cooldown with the advantage of the signal fires, removing the or bonus speeding up the cooldown there. These Uruk troops now on the front line. Lurt's actually in the midst of them. I'm not sure where he is, but should be working on this level 2 battalion of Merkwoods, which are going to be in the back here, not engaging in, could start regenerating soon. Average 15 power points going to be there for MayShadowFax. The cavalry for DJ now in the back is going to try to take out some of these farms, going to get some more power points. He needs to get that. There's Freezing Rain that were being casted for MayShadowFax. That's going to be a big blow. The Freezing Rain is a nice debuff that is global and affects all units for an extended period of time. And the only way to counter it is to cast another weather type power of your own, whether it be Cloud Break or Darkness. or freezing rain of your own. I'm not sure if the freezing rain of your own does cancel the freezing rain of your opponent there. But Lurtz now going up to level 7 there, getting a little closer to that level 8, which will be very powerful. Looking at maybe getting a builder kill, going to back off there. The builder now going to throw up another wall hub. DJ with many wall hubs spotted around the field, as well as MayShadowFax here. MayShadowFax with the pikes and the crossbows, all moving across the field. 3 Urk pits now for him. I don't think he's sitting on any level 2 ones though, so he's not going to get any berserkers out anytime soon. Wall hub getting the lead to say that from this, it was one that was thrown up to save the builder, and I think MayShadowFax really does need to get some other units in the game, such as potentially a clan setting so we can get those axe throwers, or maybe a siege works or a warp. It needs to be attacking somewhere. Probably sitting here, potentially go for a worm tongue or maybe a shark, which would be good. Pick up a good choice against these merkwoods, which are not protected sometimes. I feel like a Starman, which would be a very good pickup, but that would be a lot of money and might not be the best choice if he is not getting the front line and get that good wizard blast off for the first time. However, a lot of pikes here. I think 4 battalions or 5 actually here. Moving in the north here, along with Lurtz with the bonus there. Going to be starting to take out this balance over here. You do have, however, some troops here from... some troops here for DJ going to see this push from the south, and they're going to have to engage here, and all troops are going to go diverting down there. However, there is going to be the diversion over here. Warchank going to be, or Rally Call is going to be a chance on these troops. As far as power to go, DJ is now up to 11 power points, so he's going to think to go for a 25 power point. Might want to go for a 15 power point though and get the summon eagles, as those eagles are going to be very powerful against his opponent. His opponent does not really have much in the way of counter for the eagles. Just has some crossbows are not really enough. Isn't going for this clan setting. Getting second looking for a siege work, so I feel like an eagle summon, which would be a very powerful pickup there. Going to be, I forget what they are called, a fountain expansion, a floodgate expansion on the forwards of DJPremier, which will be very powerful. As once it is complete, it will start quickly. It is essentially a similar to the mine launcher of Isengard and dealing with opponent enemy troops in the area. But a level 2 barracks going to go down, especially the level 1 stables as well. It's going to be a lot of production going down for DJ here. But the floodgate now going up at 89%, and once it does go up, I think it will be casting as soon as it goes. There are the troops going to try and get out of there before they do get hit by it. And now the troops are getting, as you can see, getting melted completely by all these merkwoods surrounding them. 3 or 4 battalions just smoking them down, even with the debuff, going to just be so powerful. These Riven Lance is going to have to go home there. I don't think they're going to be able to finish off any harassment they were doing there. Now this furnace is going to be up to level 2. This furnace up to level 2 as well. However, I think with the lost level 3 furnace, MayShadowFax's eco is a little bit crippled there. However, he has kept his opponent's eco down, took out both production structures as well as the central eco malentry there. And I don't know where DJ will sit as far as eco there. I don't think he has anything in the way of level 2 malentries. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I don't see them anywhere. Some harassment up in the northern lane, therefore DJ there with the Riven Lancers, trying to make way for his expansion to the north. Now I think it's 4 battalions there, potentially, or maybe just 3, but the 4th there in the back for DJ. We're going to push toward the base of MayShadowFax. MayShadowFax actually putting a battering ram. That's something you really see every day. The battering ram is really not an effective strategy. It just takes too much effort, and it just isn't really that effective at getting the opponent's base down. If you can get it into the base of your opponent, it'll be a big wrecker, but it's not really the best choice at the moment. I feel like a siege ballista would have been a great choice, as it can trample these units. It does have that really annoying trample ability for it, as well as the ability to just outrange these merkwoods there. And something going on, but there's the Wildman summon. All those merkwoods, if there's what merkwoods can get, they keep focusing on the merkwoods. It's going to be the Enshrouding Mist debuff, but also the Creebane debuff. Going to try and focus on they're going to be Rally Call on these troops, but the Ints are going to try and focus on the forts. I think MayShadowFax's fort is taking a lot of damage, is going to down to half health now. And the Ents are taking no damage and still having over half their time. And I feel like that's going to be a big blow. I think MayShadowFax might have lost his fortress here. I don't know if he has the ability to really save it. He's taking a lot of damage. Is down to, I think, a 5th of its health or a 6th of its health. The Ents still at full health, not really taking any damage. The Merc was protecting them from the crossbows. And that's going to be the fortress of MayShadowFax, I think, going to go down here. I don't think it has any chance anymore. It did go down there, so MayShadowFax will lose his fort. Long last, there is the troops for MayShadowFax coming back in, but the Ensign was just so crucial. Now the production structures for MayShadowFax going to be taken out. The Farsight now being cast on the troops of DJPremier as he's buying all his powers. Those feel like the end game is in play. Going to be the ring picked up actually by these pikes over here. I feel like it's kind of useless. The ring, however, going to try and go for the base over here of DJ. DJ not really having any melee units in the base, maybe 1 battalion. Actually has another ram, MayShadowFax does, in the base, but needs to be going for the fortress over here. Needs to get that down as fast as possible if he can try and balance the scales over here. But I think it might be too little too late as these Ents are just finally going to time out, but the Merc did protect him long enough for them to do serious damage. The fortress as well as 1 Urk pit for MayShadowFax. Anyway, done almost a second Urk pit there. I don't think any more Rams are coming on the field. Another Ram, however, we're going to be working on another Malentry, and the Malentry is actually going to be, Ram's going to be actually quite effective, I think, against this matchup, as his opponent doesn't have much in the way of melee troops, mostly just those Mirkwoods. He doesn't really have the weight, the Mirkwoods don't really have the damage dealt to deal with these Rams, and these Riven Lancers not going to be leveled up, not going to regen, not dealing much damage against the Ram, but the Ram not really doing much there. I think MayShadowFax might be able to actually hold off his opponent until he can get this fortress back up. As far as powers do go, DJ is sitting at 9 power points. Did purchase that 5-1, so he will lose that ground he was making towards his 25 power point. But MayShadowFax is going to be sitting at 14 power points, but doesn't have access to that without his fortress there. Sitting only on 400 resources. I don't know if he has the ability to really come back from this, because even if he can hold off on his own, I don't know if he can get his fortress open without those powers. That's going to be a huge blow to him. His opponent will continue to have the advantage over him. I really think DJ should be investing in going for the Eagle Summon, as this Eagle Summon is going to be so powerful against his opponent there, with the opponent maybe having some crossbows on the field, but not really enough to take care of the Eagle quickly, and the Eagle just going to be so effective against all these other troops. Some Pike's going to try and go harass for DJPremier. DJ actually not expanding up in the north. His opponent is just unable to really defend it. Might want to get those troops over there, but he's not really able to really expand without any many troops of his own, as he's lost most of his production. Now getting a level 2 barracks on the field, as well as another level 1 Malentry, or excuse me, level 1 barracks. Shows the end, but not purchasing anything off of it. You have these Pikes going to be taking the end over here, as well as these Mythlons going to be taken out by alerts and the crossbows and the Pikes there. There's another burp. But the ring Pike now taking the inn, and that's going to be a big blow, as the Black Orc Warriors are going to be so cheap off of this production building, or the inn, as well as another production building there for MayShadowFax. MayShadowFax, I think, trying to move to engage on that and contest it, as he really doesn't want to keep his opponent on that inn, as his opponent can continue to spam units off of it. DJPremier sitting at 500 resources, whereas you have MayShadowFax sitting at 250. He is not going for his fortress. He's not saving for his fortress. He needs to keep his base alive. He needs to keep protecting this area. These Riven Lancers are going to try to go in. I think I might be able to take out this Urk Pit there, as this lookout tower is just not going up fast enough or soon enough, and that's going to be the level 1 Urk Pit going down through these Riven Lancers. But the Pike's going to be right in front to take out a few units. More Pike's going to be going, take out a few more. I think this battalion will be able to get out alive. But it will cost a level 3 farm. He's going to be there trying to take out the units, and these Riven Lancers are going to just barely survive with a hair's breadth. Within a hairbreadth of death, these Mythos are going to go and try to contest this in as soon as possible. He needs to keep his opponent from producing those Black Orcs, which are so powerful against him. A level 2 Mirkwood is level 3, another level 2 Mirkwood battalion here. Going to not really replenish, so we're going to try and do some damage here. But here comes MayShadowFax with enough troops to take out these Mirkwood, I think, if he does focus them down. Going to be the Elvenwood bonus, however, casted on them, which does, as well as provide the 50% armor and 50% damage, does also, as is a level 10 bonus for the Elves, it does give them the immunity to fear buff. Actually, level 3 Mirkwood battalion here, just now regenning from the banner carrier there, just the banner carrier alone, going to be able to take down these Pikes from afar. However, there's the northern single fire being taken by DJPremier, but the southern single fire still being captured by MayShadowFax. Alert's now level 9 for MayShadowFax. He needs to be using that hero quite effectively. Actually, DJPremier not really able to get his Howdy back in the field. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's not gone for that hero. Does need to get those heroes in the field. Those Elven heroes are so powerful. And MayShadowFax now spamming lumber mills in the back of his mace. Going to try and push his eco so he can continue to produce, and might be looking to potentially just boost his ego until he can get to his fortress. Had 18 power points, but he's only at 100 resources. He's not really producing much or saving much. He's really just focusing too much on getting his production back up. I don't think maybe not too much would be the right choice of words here, as he does need to keep his base safe for his opponent, as the base is really not protected by the fortress there. Actually, he's going to be a big push here. The Merc was going to try to take out Lurch from afar. Excuse me, there's another burp. I'm just burping all day today. As far as burping, I don't know what's causing it, but I do burp a lot. I think it's really just because I'm too hungry every time I do come to cast. I haven't eaten since the breakfast time, so I'm really just hungry. As far as production does go, back to the game. A Ballista now on the field from a level 2 Siege Works there. A good choice for MayShadowFax. Needs to get those Ballistas on the field, as they're going to be a very good counter to these Mirkwoods. You're going to be Riven Lancers going to take out this level 3 farm here. Seeing a huge blow to MayShadowFax, and they can finish it off. However, the Pikes are going to try and work them off. I think they're kind of pinching them, but there's going to be the level 3 farm still going down. However, the Riven Lancers are taking a lot of damage there, and I think one battalion might just go down there. May have just gone down. I'm not sure if it did go down. but there's going to be the ring now being captured by these Mythlons as they are trying to chase down Lurtz from afar. The Merc was trying to take him out as well, as with the Fortress of MayShadowFax down, Lurtz is on his last life in a sense. He cannot be rebuilt until the fortress is rebuilt for MayShadowFax. MayShadowFax now sitting on 1,400 resources. I think he's finally trying to save for his fortress, and as soon as I say that, he does spend all of his resources on units, getting some Warg Riders in the field, 2 battalions, battalion of crossbows, might have gone for a battalion of pikes as well. But he's sitting on 20 power points. If he can get his fortress back, he can get the Dragon Summon and totally destroy his opponent's production structures over here, and destroy the entire infrastructure of his opponent, and that would be a huge blow, major blow. However, have the Ent summon back for DJ. He just needs to get in this base and destroy these opponents' infrastructure before he can really get back on his feet. As he did do a huge damage, a huge blow to MayShadowFax there. Lurk's down healing up a little bit closer to level 10. I'm not sure if there's going to be a huge deal with him getting level 10, but it's always nice to see a level 10 here once again on the field. And this Ballista is going to be so effective against these Merkwoods from afar. These Merkwoods are not very well protected as far as armor to go, and they just take so much damage from the Ballista there. Just a little bit out of position, and the cavalry, all 3 battalions, going to come in for DJPremier. Going to trade all of these crossbows as well. The pikes now moving, trying to intercept, but they really need to protect the crossbow, the Ballista here, because the Ballista is their most valuable asset here against these Merkwoods here. And the Merkwoods now starting to focus down, I think, the pikes there. So the pikes not really going to be able to do much. The Ballista going to focus down the Merkwoods, choosing the very edge to target there instead of the middle of this clump. He needs to target in this battalion right here, so they'll focus on the central clump there. I think the Lurtz there going to go up to level 10 there, but he's taking a lot of damage from all those Merkwoods there with the Forest of Castle. He's going to take a lot of damage. The Ballista really needs to go in there and do something about this. But there come the River Lancers with the ring on them, going to find the Ballista and going to take it down quite effectively. The good micro for the Ballista there of MayShadowFax puts it in Holger's hands to have it hold out as long as possible against the damage there. But Lurtz taking a lot of damage. He needs to be careful there, getting a lot of resources off of those kills. But he needs to be sitting the backside of his lines, so not getting focused down by his opponent there. Some Warg Riders on the field. As far as the resources do go, MayShadowFax still not able to really save his resources. He has 26 power points, but his opponent just has knocked down his fortress, and that 26 power points is going to be a waste as soon as he get his fortress up. As you can see, however, DJPremier sitting on 23 power points. He's 24 power points almost now. He's still close to his 20 Sunflare ability, which will be very devastating against his opponent, as he can use that on these production structures right here, take out the majority of the production of MayShadowFax here. He's 24 power points. He's trying to get just a little bit more. I think that Mythlon Sentry was going in for vision, but was a little bit too early, as he needed one more power point. Clearly, Ruben Lance is going to be taking the southern single fire finally now. MayShadowFax now sitting on 600 resources, still not able to really save for his fortress. He really needs to get the fortress up so he can get these power points access. He needs that Dragon Summon in his opponent's base, but he's not going to be able to get that until he gets that fortress back up, and he's not able to save as he keeps losing troops to his opponent there. He really needs to play, I think, a little bit defensively, hold off his opponent. It is a good choice, but he really needs to be saving up for his fortress. All the Lumber Mills are going to be helping him a lot, as they do allow the Isengard eco to really boost. You got 2 level 3 furnaces in the back over here. One that's almost level 2, but I don't think he has many more leveled up furnaces. Actually, a level 2 furnace over here as well. And one over here as well. This one's half at level 3, so he's got a lot of eco going on for him. But he really needs to be saving his money, I think, as much as possible, because he wants to get his fortress back up and get that Dragon Summon, as he has it on standby. 1,700 resources, 1,800. I think he is finally starting to save for his fortress. His eco is going up. This doesn't really have much in the way of troops in the field, though. Has a few troops over here, but these Noldor is now in the field for DJPremier, and this has really just been a big setback for MayShadowFax with his fortress loss. He's not able to take advantage of this huge power point advantage. However, the Warg Riders not coming in for MayShadowFax. They try and find this level 3 farm. See if they're going to be able to get it down. Need to use their War Chain ability, though. They don't have it. They don't all have it. I think some of them have used it. But I think the level 3 farm is going to be going down. Or level 3 Malorn tree going to be going down for DJPremier. It is going to topple down to the ground. I'm not sure, though, if it's going to be enough of a blow there, as his opponent still has a lot of a huge eco advantage, has most of the map controlled over here with his Malorn trees all around. The ring actually going unprotected, uncontested now. Sitting on the ground, another ant in the field. DJ not opting to go for tree bird here. He might want to go for that tree bird so he can get that bonus. But there's going to be the ant summon. You have a clan setting not going up for MayShadowFax. MayShadowFax done saving for troops. I think he's stopped saving his money there. He's really not investing in the fortress. He really needs to get that fortress. His opponent is just able to use those. The ant summon, the Elven Wood there. The Ballista actually is doing good work against these Merkwoods here. Taking quite a few of them and trying to work out these Molders from afar. Not really able to do much damage. Needs to focus on the Merkwoods. Actually, the Ents. However, he's focusing on the Ents, but needs to focus on the constructed Ents right over here. Not on the Summon Ents. The Summon Ents will soon time out. But there is going to be that sentry tower. We're looking at are going to go down. Lurk's taking a lot of damage. Needs to be careful. The warp packs need to be going around, protecting the area. Need to go doing some harass. There comes, however, the Mythal sentries in the north, as well as the Merkwoids positioned in the trees perfectly to protect against any sort of harass that could come across this northern lane. Good positioning there by DJPremier. These Ruben Lancers going to the south to do some harassing on the outlying farms there. I think the Molder is going to be very effective against these blitzes here. Blitzes, however, focusing down these Ents. These Ents almost off of time, or out of time. MayShadowFax not really able, I think, at this moment to save his when actually is at 23,000 resources or 2,300 resources. Is saving for his fortress, I think, but I think it's at the wrong time to save for his fortress as he's being pressured hard on all sides. He's taking these troops out in the field. They're going for the level 2 Wild Clan sitting there, but the Noldors as well as the Merc was going to take him out, and that's going to be a huge blow to MayShadowFax. He has no fortress. He cannot rebuild. Lurk's there. And without that hero, he's going to get the leadership buff or the resources. Not going to be able to use his Carnage ability. Not going to be able to cripple any enemy hero in place. And that's just going to be a huge blow to him. Not going to be able to pick up those Mercs from far. And with that loss of that hero, MayShadowFax will concede the game to his opponent and quit out. As without his fortress and without his hero, he has nothing now. He's really been relying on the hero to help carry him. Yeah, you can see at the end there, I think he was trying to save for his fortress there, but I feel like it was at the wrong time. He really should have been saving when he was producing so much more production. He had a little bit of an edge after that initial push, and MayShadowFax or DJPremier took out the fort. But I feel like he really should have focused on keeping his money as much as he can so we can save that fortress. He had so many power points that he could not spend, or could not use at the least. He had, I think, last I checked, 27 power points. He could have gotten the Summon Dragon. That would have been so devastating. Even if used defensively, he could have destroyed his opponent's army there, taking out all of those troops. That would have been a huge blow to DJPremier, as he would not have had the resources immediately to produce the whole army once again. And so MayShadowFax wasn't able to push in. So a great game to both players. Well played by DJPremier for taking out his opponent's fortress with that quick Ent summon. Well played to MayShadowFax for holding on stuff that long afterwards. I feel like he really should have focused on getting his fortress up as soon as possible, but without the if he did focus too much on getting his fort up, he would have not had any troops in the field to protect his area and would have lost it quite effectively very fast. So I feel like it was kind of a balancing act that he had to do there, and it was just so hard to keep it balanced well that he didn't. He just fell to his opponent there. Well played to him though. Great game. I hope y'all enjoyed this cast. It was a fun cast for me. I really enjoyed. I also enjoyed the change in scenery for 1v1s, as I'm kind of. I hate to say it, but I'm getting a little bit tired of seeing Forts of Eyes, and I don't dislike the map, but it's so tiring to see the same map over and over and over again. I really enjoy the change in scenery here. I hope y'all do too, as I'm going to be casting some more on different maps. So I might go back to Forts of Eyes, and for the next one, I do think I have one there, but I'm going to be doing a third one. It's going to be on a different map as well. So I look forward to that one. If you did like this video, I really would hope if you would slap a like down below, as well as leave a comment on what you thought of this cast, what you thought of the replay, and what you thought of what these players could have done better. And what you would like to see as well. I really do appreciate when you all let me know what you think. I haven't gotten around to replying to comments for a while now. I really do apologize about that. I think I might get around to doing that before this cast goes up, but I can't promise anything as I got a lot of casts to do today. So I do hope y'all will bear with me, but I appreciate all y'all do say and do in support of me and trying to keep me going, as it really does help motivate me and make sure that I really do understand that you guys like what I'm doing, and I really appreciate when you do let me know that, so I can understand that I'm not just wasting my time here. Even though I do enjoy this, I like to know that it's being productive for the community, as I want to keep this community alive, keep this game alive as long as possible, as it really is just an amazing game, and I do hope it will never die. Never say die. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow with another 1v1.